Hello everyone. How are you doing? I'm freezing cold today. It's the sort of first wintry day we've had. So it's not bad considering it's the 20th of October already, and this is the first day when it's been kind of cold, so it's lovely and bright and sunny, so it's gorgeous. Um, I'm tired of listening to bad news on the radio. I've been listening to people going on about doom and gloom all day long, and I'm just so fed up with it. I said, Beckett, I'm going to go home. I'm going to make a video about something I like. So there. So I'm going to show you some new stuff I got from Ellis Faas. Now I know I made a few Ellis Faas videos before, and I've mentioned the foundation a few times. I very foolishly deleted my Ellis Faas videos from before, just accidentally, and I didn't have the backups. I had deleted those as well, so I felt like a right Burke when I did that. But anyway, so without going into too much detail, I'm just going to show you the shades I got, and I'm just going to explain a few problems I have as well with the packaging of these products as I go along. So I got some new eye products. The Ellis Faas eyeshadows are gorgeous. It's an amazing product itself. The actual product is not like anything else I've used before. Um, the pigments are very intense, and it's a very unique formulation, but the delivery system leaves a lot to be desired. Um, so anyway, there are three different types. There's the creamy eyes, which are more opaque but more neutral colors. The milky eyes, which are more translucent but the colors are more vibrant. And then they have the eye lights, which are like metallic shades. I don't have any of those. I'm trying to hold myself back and not buy any of those because I won't use them very often, and they are expensive. So I'm trying to have self-control. Anyway, um, so I'll just show you what I got. This is an amazing one. This is the E103, and the E1, the one denotes, E denotes eye, the one denotes that it is the creamy eyes range. So these ones are quite an opaque color. Now here's the way it comes. This is the brush here. You can just see the brush. Um, this is not good for application. I would certainly not twist the color up into this brush and then try and get it onto my eye. You will have about 4 times more product than you need because it's very intense. It's very, very pigmented and rich color. You only need a tiny, tiny bit. And it's also best if it's applied in layers as well, because you give one layer time to dry, apply another layer then if you want more intensity with the color. So my advice would be twist a little bit of color up into the brush, like so. You see quite a bit of it's just come out there. You see that? Put it on the end of a brush and apply it a small bit at a time, blending as you go. And with that, you'll get amazing, amazing results. This is an incredible color for smoky eye. It's just so beautiful because you can apply it in a light layer. You can layer it up. You can make it as dark as you want. It blends really nicely. It dries quite well. Apply a primer and powder and it shouldn't crease on you. So it's really gorgeous. I'm just going to show you now what I mean about how much mileage you get out of this. So I'm just going to put this little blob here on. You can see this is a very small amount. And I'm just going to blend it. Okay. Now, I mean, I could keep on going. It's beginning to dry now, so I'll stop. So that's, I mean, a good portion of the back of my hand covered with that one little tiny blob. And you can see the top of my fingers completely black as well. So you get a hell of a lot of mileage out of a very small amount of product. So please don't just use the brush on your eye because you'll just make a mess of it. And you'll, it's just a waste. If you put the cap on straight away, you probably could use that again within a day or two. If you're not gonna use that for a few days, I'd suggest cleaning it so it doesn't dry out, because if it dries, what will happen is so much pressure will build up inside the brush here because the product can't escape from the top, that it may decide to start escaping from the sides and the whole top could come off the pen. That happened to me before. So that's that one, the black 103. So that is great. This is the E105, and this is a lovely brown. Again, there's the brush. So I'm just going to twist it a little bit. One or two twists is plenty. And I'll just apply it here and I'll show you the color so you can see. So there's the color of that, which is a gorgeous brown. Now you can just use a tiny bit of color if you want and get quite a translucent effect. But obviously the more you layer that, the more intense it gets. And it really is lovely. Also, when they dry out, I'm just looking at an enormous fly that just came in and went back out again, just in case you're wondering. When these dry, this gets more intense as it dries. The colored ones tend to actually get more vivid as they dry. This is the E205, which the 2 denotes that it is the Milky Eyes. The Milky Eyes come with these sponge-tipped applicators. Okay, that's it there. And the problem with these is they dry out. And also when you twist it up, the product comes out of one hole, not them all. So you see, that's just a big load of it has just come out in one go. And what can happen is that comes out under so much pressure that it can often just shoot out onto the ground, which is not good. So again, just be very careful when you're twisting the bottoms off them. Give a few seconds to see whether, the product will come out, and use a brush to put them on. Don't use these applicators because they're useless. You see, I've just lost that now. It's just fallen off onto my laptop somewhere. So just to put a little bit more here, and I'll just show you the way it goes on. So it's a green, this one, E205, and it's a kind of this here. It looks quite dark because I've put a good bit came off on the applicator, but it's a lovely khaki green, deep mossy khaki green. This is the E204, which I really like. I like pairing this with the black. This is a gorgeous kind of forest green really, yeah. And you can see that there. It's got a little duochrome as well of a kind of lighter green. And then when you let that dry out, it lightens up quite a bit. It becomes quite a vivid color. You see this one is starting to get more brown as well. So this is E203, again, Milky Eyes, a kind of a purpley blue. And this has a little bit of shimmer in it, as does the green one. So I'm just going to put that on, and you can see when I apply it first, it looks quite dark, this one here. And you'll see it dry now in a few minutes, and you'll see that it gets a hell of a lot brighter, and it has a really nice blue duochrome in it. This is E107, which is just a nice neutral brown, quite matte, and it's just here. Okay. So that's it for the new eye ones anyway that I got. Quite like those. The black one is amazing because you can really make it smoky looking, and it's just gorgeous, but just packaging is just a nightmare. I got some lip colors as well. I got some of the lip glazes, which are the L300 range, and some of the L100, which are the creamy lips. This is there's that fly again. It's actually a bee, would you believe? What is he doing out at this time of the year? He has no business flying around my kitchen in October. Anyway, forget about him. If he stings me, you'll know I'll scream. This is the L106, and the 100 range, the creamy lips, come again with the sponge tip applicator, which has the same problems as the eye products, in that you're twisting and twisting, and the next thing enough, and this doesn't look like much. This is an incredibly pigmented lipstick, and you really only need about half that amount to do your lips. And whatever you do, don't put that on your lips directly, because it's enough to go all over your face, and it will go all over your face. So this is the color. I'll just show you now. There it is there. Look, a tiny blob. And I'm just going to blend that out. You can see it does go quite far. So that's that. I've on purpose only put a tiny bit on. This is this is L102. There's some beautiful, these are gorgeous shades. L102, again, just a little tiny bit. And you can see it's quite a strong berry shade. This is L104. Okay. Oh, I love this one. And this is a sort of a, this is sort of a cerise pink. I'm wearing this one today, the middle one, with a bit of just lip gloss over it. A tiny, tiny amount. And just use a lip brush to put it on. Also, I'd suggest using lip liner so you have a guide because it's quite liquid. It's very spreadable. It'll just go where you don't want it to go unless you're very careful with it. But the effect is worthwhile and colours are amazing. Plus, you know, you can add layers so you can make it heavier looking if you want quite easily. I got 3 lip glosses, which came with kind of a collection of lip glosses. They're called lip glazes, actually. And I have 3 of them here. And one of them seems to have gone walkabout on me. Is that it? No, sorry about this. Can't seem to find it. I'll show you what I have here in my hand anyway. Here is the L301, which is the Ellis red. So it comes with the brush applicator again. The glazes are very, very strong colours. Again, the colours are very intense, but again, the brush dispenses too much at once, and also it is pretty streaky. You can see the streakiness of that. So you're really going to want some sort of a brush, some sort of an applicator to put that on, or just the barest amount on the tip of your finger. Don't use this brush because it will just streak like crazy and you'll have too much product. This is the L303. Again, you see what happens? It's just all messy. But this is the colour. The colour is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. The most amazing red. Really gorgeous red. And this is L302, which came with the set, but I don't think I'll ever use this except maybe for Halloween because it's almost black. And to me, it's just not a wearable colour at all. I tried wearing it the other day and my husband asked me what was wrong with me. So I didn't know whether he thought there was something physically or mentally wrong with me that led me to wear this lip gloss. But anyway, you know, it's just not good. If you're a goth, maybe you'd love that. I mean, I have goth tendencies, but I don't think my patients would appreciate me being in work looking like a member of Sisters of Mercy or something. So I don't know if I'll be wearing that again. So that's really that's the lip products. There probably are more, but I've so many containers here that I'm sort of bewildered. I also got a new blush as well. This is the S304. It's quite an intense colour, but I really like this shade. I like wearing this kind of colour myself as a blush. Blushes are amazing. Again, I've just put a tiny, tiny bit on my hand, and I'm just going to blend it out. I mean, this is the sort of intensity you probably want. Something like that, you see? And it's quite a, it's a strong red, what would you say? It's a strong sort of a reddish colour. Reddish pink, quite red. But I really like that for a winter. I love that colour. And it's really good. They're very creamy, very blendable. The blushes are amazing. So that's really all. I'm almost out of time. So thanks for watching. I hope this wasn't boring. And slán live. Take care and thank you very much for watching again. Bye bye.